All right, y'all, I've got a serious question. Can you control who you fall in love with? Can you control what you do and if you stay in the relationship with someone after you fall in love with them? This question comes on the heels of a very viral radio interview that happened in Atlanta recently. A caller called into the Frank and Wanda show. They have a segment called Frank and Wanda, I Have an Effing Problem. And basically this woman states that she is dating a high-level, very popular executive in Atlanta. She has been dating this man for 3 years. After 3 years, this man has told her basically that he wants to work it out with his wife after she says he made all kind of promises to her. This woman now says she ain't going nowhere, that he gonna do to her what he said he gonna do for her, that he needs to leave his wife so they can go ahead and make this thing official, and she's taking incremental steps to out this man. She's already said popular executive, Atlanta company. This woman goes on to say she knows everything about the wife, that she gets her hair done at the same place or at the same time. The wife says the wife just signed up for a new exercise Pilates class and that she signed up for the class as well. So at that point, that's when I stopped feeling all sympathy for the woman, and I was like, she's crazy as all hell. At any rate, I'll put the radio interview link in the description box for those of y'all who have not heard it so you can hear it. But in wanting to talk about this situation, it made me think of a bigger question. The lady on the radio said, you know, Frank, I can't help who I fell in love with. I can't control the fact that I fell in love with him. And it's funny because I was talking to another friend of mine who was in a relationship that I don't particularly think is healthy for her. She knows that me and other friends and family members feel that way. And that statement was the same statement she made. I can't control who I fell in love with. And it's funny because personally, I feel like that's a blanket statement people use to continue on with some bullshit. Like, when my friend said it to me, what I felt like she was saying was, yeah, I know that he ain't shit, but I ain't hearing y'all right now. I'm enjoying doing it and I want to because I love him. And what it is, it's like, it's one of those phrases that totally negate love, in my opinion, because it's like, yeah, I know he ain't shit, but I love him. But the thing is, bitch, he don't love you in return. You know what I'm saying? But you can't control who you fall in love with. And you know, listen, I think I've been in love a half a time, or maybe like 3/4 of a time I've been in. But I've also always been rational, practical, and whole as an individual. And when my situation got unloving and it got too stressful and it got whatever, I bounced, packed up all my shit and moved the fuck out, had nowhere to go, moved out like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I know we're all different, and I know we all have things in our past that make us more susceptible to the bullshit and that make us more susceptible to the I love yous from men who are unavailable. But y'all, there's some things we got to talk about. Now, I'm at a place in my spiritual growth right now where before I just jump and condemn people, I'm trying to understand. So I'm taking the wife out of the equation for 1 second. This man has courted this woman for 3 years. She stopped working at his request. And basically the man, you know, finances her life. The man told her he was separated from his wife. He was living separate in a condo. She's going on vacation with this man. She's, you know, basically she says she's not a mistress or a side chick, that they're in a relationship. And you know what? As much as I want to be like, you know, bitch, you a side chick, know your place. She's absolutely right. They are in a relationship, or was in a relationship. Now, the thing that I'm having trouble reconciling is how we make other people responsible for our happiness or our unhappiness. Like, all of the pain and turmoil that she is going through, as far as she is concerned, he is the cause of it. But I'm like, where is the accountability on your part? And when the radio host Frank and Wanda asked the lady, well, why didn't you stop fooling around with him when you found out he was married? Her response was, I had already fallen in love with him. So my question is, the shit ain't never happened to me, and I don't think it will. I'm finna go out on a limb and be like Tamar Braxton. That's some shit that y'all go through. That kind of shit don't happen to me. I don't think that I could ever be that kind of fool, because I'm just not made from those type of fibers. But I'm pretty sure, considering what my moral convictions are, all this neighbor husband character shit that I talk aside, that if I was kicking it with somebody and I was really vibing with them, but then I found out midway through that they were married, I would be so upset that you wasted that much of my time, that on that alone would be enough for me to not deal with you. See, I think, and I don't know this to be fact, but I think it's people who are not whole from the get who fall victim to this type of shit. And I may be wrong, but I just feel like somebody that's whole and complete would have no problem cutting that shit off and being like, I deserve better and you ain't right. And the reality of the situation is, I felt so bad for this woman, because I said, I feel like married men, philanderers, they prey on a certain kind of woman. Like, it's a predatory energy that requires a distress energy in order for the situation to work. I need somebody whose esteem is so far in the garbage that I can sell them any damn dream I need to control them and keep them at bay. You see what I'm saying? Like, this man has been in a relationship with you for 3 years without fear that you was gonna go say anything to his wife. That says a lot about you. That says that you were so hard up that you were willing to keep his secret in order for you to keep feeling good or feeling whatever the hell it is you've been feeling. Here's something else I want to jump off of for a second. I want to take it off the ladies, and I want to blow up the spot and call some accountability into play for men. I have said this in earlier videos. We have got to move away from this culture where men support other men cheating on their wives and having girlfriends on the side and keeping their secret. I'm telling y'all, despite the fact that I'm a gay black man, men have this kind of camaraderie that it is okay for another man to bring another woman around the fellas that ain't his wife, and everybody just keeps the secret. And I keep your secret because I'm out here doing the same fucking thing, or I might in the future, and I need you to keep mine. In all 34 years of my life, I have never sat in the barber shop and heard one man say to another man, you know cheating on your wife ain't right. You know cheating on your girl ain't right. You know you ain't right. It's almost as if our man card gets revoked if we check another man for not being faithful and doing the right thing, because as men, we're expected to be philanderers. And I don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. I don't know if men have made it that way, or women's ability to, or women's, you know, willingness to accept any damn thing has made it this way. Because here's the reality of the situation, right? At this point, this is all around Atlanta. Any woman that get her hair done and go to Pilates who got an executive husband at a high level place is on alert right now, right? But what these type of predatory men also do is put women in situations where they can't leave, or you have to think twice about leaving. Like, it's easy to say, pack your bags, walk out, leave, so on and so forth. But I totally get, you got children, I ain't worked in 15 years. so on and so forth, lifestyle I'm accustomed to, all that bullshit like that. And you're right, sometimes it's just easier to take your damn man back and work with the dog you got than to go start all over and start with the unknown and you over 40 and all this. So I understand that it ain't as easy as just walking away, but I also think that these men use that as license to cheat on women. Like Candy had made a very valid point on Real Housewives of Atlanta when she was dating AJ and Mama Joyce was like, you should be dating somebody up here. And Candy was like, shit, it's the ones with the money that treat you the worst because they think and feel that they can do anything. And you're absolutely right. I mean, a large part of that problem is the bar is set so low for black men in this country that, you know, if you got a good job and you make 6 figures, you automatically at the top of the list of you a good man. You know what I'm saying? Now, everything else about you could be fucked up, but you went to college, you make 6 figures, and God forbid you come from a 2-parent household. It's like, shit, everything, he's a good man, Savannah. And it don't, unfortunately, by most people's standards, it don't take much to be considered a great catch when you're a black man, because the world doesn't expect a whole lot from us. And I think a lot of us don't even know how to expect more from ourselves. So we use their mediocre bar as our gradient for if we're good men or not. You know, we do this. Oh, I got a bachelor's degree and I ain't got no kids, and I make $60,000 a year, I'm a good dude. You know what I'm saying? Because the bar has just been set so low. No, you know, reverence to spirituality, financial stability in the future. Are you a good person? Health comes into play. Bar so low, I exceeded, I'm a good man. Don't let me live in Atlanta, drive a Benz. I'm an executive at a job. You know what I'm saying? So I think, for one, we've got to get to a place where, oh, excuse me, I farted, where the criteria for what we see as good men and what we think of ourselves, y'all, has been risen. The last thing I want to touch on, because this has gotten kind of long, it really rubbed me the wrong way when that lady said she's going and getting her hair done at the same place this lady is, following her at the Pilates class. That's some crazy shit. And the thing about it, what you got to understand is, when you cheat, you make me a part of a 3-way love affair without my permission. Okay? Now my safety is being jeopardized because obviously this woman is unstable. Number 2, you don't embarrass me in front of the whole Atlanta. I'm in here kiki and kaka saying hello, slapping 5 with the ladies in the gym class and with the ladies at the hair salon, gossiping and talking about love, life, and relationships. And all the while, the bitch that's in here listening to my conversation is the bitch that's in here fucking my man. Like, that level of embarrassment, I don't know that you ever recover from that. And at what point does the person that's doing the cheating become responsible for the person they hurt? Well, for both people that they hurt. This shit is just a mess. And before I get out of here, the last thing I want to say is, I don't understand how people can create 2 relationships and work them at the same time. Like, y'all, I have a hard time juggling the 5 friends that I have, especially when 2 of them ain't seeing eye to eye. That shit puts me in all kind of turmoil in my mind, yet alone, you know, having sex with 2 people and being in 2 full-fledged different lives at the same damn time. Now, can I juggle 6 or 7 jump-offs or one-night stands or people in my black book that I just have hook up with from time to time? Of course, but like, having a set of goals and obligations to you and having another set over here, I don't understand why men complicate them. Straight men complicate their lives like that. Like, bitch, I'm not finna have 2 sets of responsibility. I'm just not, but I'm responsibility adverse. I don't want kids. I'm trying to get rid of these damn dogs. I don't want no man. That's just me. Nonetheless, back to the original question. Can you control who you fall in love with? Y'all drop down in the comments. I know this has been long. I hope I didn't talk y'all heads off. And let me know what you think about this subject. And we'll talk later. Bye.